morning. This is Mr. Kevin Marsh.
How you doing? How you doing? Good to see you today.
These are Dr. Costantino's notes, but he said he could move them down to there.
I could just set that up there. That'd be
Yes, sir.
great.
So we can move his down when it gets to your point. He said he would make a conscious decision to move down for you.
Do you want to do a quick mic check for him? Just say one word or two and just let him get a feel for you there.
Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3.
And he said you'll probably have to kind of lean in a little bit with these microphones.
Right.
Change some batteries out. Get out of your way.
You need him in or is that it?
Oh. He's good. Try to get closer.
Yeah, a little bit, but he's that's fine. He's short. I was trying to come down a little bit too, but I don't want to be in. There ain't no way to beat that.
I ain't got that one yet.
There's no way to beat that. Frank's got us.
Just had to hold the button real hard.
And those are probably still decent batteries, right? I'd rather trade them out now than there. Yeah, this thing was. It's there.
Yeah.
Check. 1, 2, test.
and gentlemen, the 155th commencement exercises of Lander University. Presenting Chief University Marshal, Dr. Andre Michel Lubeck. As Chief University Marshal, Dr. Lubeck carries the university mace and is the most senior full-time faculty member of Lander University. Presenting Dr. Richard Constantino, 12th President of Lander University, trustees, guests, and members of the platform party. Presenting members of the President's Cabinet and University Academic Administration. Presenting the faculty of Lander University. presenting university golden graduates from the class of 1967 who are the University Grand Marshals and are celebrating their 50th anniversary. Now presenting candidates for graduation in the class of 2017.
Good morning, and welcome to the 2017 Spring Commencement Ceremony. Our national anthem will be sung by Mr. Brandon Hooven, a graduating senior majoring in music. The invocation will be offered by Miss Justine Blyden, a graduating senior majoring in business administration and healthcare management. As we pray, I ask that we remember one of our students, Cheyenne Eve Four, a graduating senior in sociology from Hodges, South Carolina, tragically passed away only days ago. Please pray for Shayna and her family. We remember her today by leaving an empty chair with her classmates. Everyone is asked to stand and remain standing through the invocation.
Won't you pray with me? Gracious God, creator of moments we hold so dearly, we thank you for the chance to gather here to celebrate this time of achievement. Lord, we invite your presence in today as we recognize growth, maturity, strength, discipline, and wisdom that only you have given us. As we lift our eyes to the hills ahead, let us only see your grace and take comfort in the mercy of the past. Thank you for being the one who will not be moved, for being the one who holds us and never rests. Let our gratefulness for family, friends, and mentors fill our hearts with joy on today. Lord, I pray as we reflect on the many blessings that we've had the privilege to receive and the hardships that we've had the honor to endure and learn from, we find peace. Peace in the knowledge that we accomplish the difficult endeavor. Peace in the hope that we do not suffer in vain. Peace in the truth that you will lead our paths to your glory. God, if it be your will, send us out with the skills we attained here to make a difference. Let us be the light in a dark world. Let us make a change we want to see. I pray that we would be your hands and your feet. It is by your favor that we were able to be here today. Thank you for the kindness and the love of others that helped us make it this far. Thank you, O Lord, for keeping our going out and our coming in from this time forth and forevermore. Thank you for your light and your love and your word. Amen.
Please be seated. Thank you, Brandon, Justine, Dr. Gallo, the faculty brass quintet, and the student brass ensemble. The University Board of Trustees is made up of citizens from throughout the state. It is my pleasure to welcome members of the board to the platform this morning. Please stand when introduced and remain standing until all have been presented. Mr. Jack Lawrence, Chair, Spartanburg. Mr. Bobby Bowers, Lexington. Mr. Kerry Corbett, Hilton Head. Dr. Linda Dolney, Clinton. Mr. Maurice Holloway, Lexington. Dr. Peggy Makins, Lexington. Dr. Robert Sabalas, Orangeburg, and Dr. DeWitt Stone, Clemson. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for your service to Lander University. I would now like to recognize members of my cabinet and our academic administration. Please stand when your name is called and remain standing until all have been recognized. Dr. David Mash, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. Andy Benoit, Vice President for Enrollment and Access Management. Randy Balknight, Vice President for Student Affairs. Greg Lovins, Vice President for Business and Administration. Brian Reese, Director of Athletics. Kim English, Vice President for University Advancement. Adam Taylor, Vice President for Government Relations. Dr. Lillian Creighton, Director, Honors College. Dr. Renee Love, Dean, College of Arts and Humanities. Dr. Lucas McMillan, Dean, College of Behavioral and Social Sciences. Dr. Robert Barrett, Dean, College of Business. Dr. Judith Neufeld, Dean, College of Education. Dr. Holisa Wharton, Dean, William Preston Turner School of Nursing. Dr. David Slimmer, Dean, College of Science and Mathematics. And Dr. Jason Lee, Chair of the Faculty Senate. Thank you. Please be seated. We would also like to recognize the following faculty members who are retiring this year. Would each of you please stand and remain standing so that we may show our appreciation? Dr. Robert Barrett, Dean, College of Business. Dr. Kevin Dove, Associate Professor of Mathematics. Ms. Robin Crutcher, Lecturer of Mathematics, and Ms. Gay Coleman, Lecturer and Director of the Academic Success Center. Thank you for your service to Lander University. Our finest Horne Arena is filled today with parents, relatives, and friends who have come to witness the conferring of degrees. I'm pleased to welcome you and to offer a warm welcome to visitors from foreign countries who have come to observe the graduation of our students. And now it is my pleasure to introduce our commencement speaker this morning. We are honored to have Mr. Kevin Marsh. Mr. Marsh is Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of SCANA Corporation. SCANA is a $9 billion energy company that has been in business for 170 years. With a workforce of nearly 6,000 employees, SCANA serves more than 700,000 electric customers and approximately 1.3 million gas customers. Mr. Marsh began his career with South Carolina Electric and Gas Company in 1984. In 1996, Mr. Marsh was named Vice President and CFO of SCANA and then Senior Vice President in 1998. In addition to this role, he also served as President and CEO of the company's natural gas distribution company from 2001 to 2003. In 2006, he became president of Carolina Electric and Gas Company, and then in 2011, chairman and CEO. Mr. Marsh serves on the boards of several organizations and institutes, including Columbia College, Citizens for Sound Conservation, the Institute of Nuclear Power Operations, the Nuclear Energy Institute, and the Edison Electric Institute. Mr. Marsh is a resident of Columbia. He and his wife, Sue, have 2 daughters and 2 grandchildren. He is a native of Atlanta, Georgia, and earned a degree in business administration from the University of Georgia. Please join me in welcoming Kevin Marsh.
Thank you very much. It is truly my honor to be here today and celebrate this joyous occasion. And certainly my congratulations go to President Constantino and the faculty for another successful year, preparing these young minds for all the challenges that lie ahead. But today is for the students, and what a great day it is. We're here to celebrate your accomplishments and your success. The studying, the tests, and the tears are over. You may have had doubts along the way, but you did it, and you're here today. You should be extremely proud of what you have achieved. You might be the latest name on a long list of college graduates, or I expect for many, you might be the first in your family to graduate from college. Either way, your graduation is a major milestone in your life and your career, and I personally congratulate you on your perseverance. I learned over the years that major events have a lasting impression and leave a lasting impression. If you're my age, you most likely remember where you were standing when you heard that President Kennedy was assassinated in 1963. I know my kids tell me they remember exactly where they were when the Challenger space shuttle disaster occurred in 1986. And I'm here to tell you from experience to all of the parents here today, you'll know right where you were standing when your son or your daughter calls you and says, "I have a job." 40 years ago, I was you. I had just completed my 4-year college education in 5 years. I had worked my way through college, delivering newspapers, selling grandfather clocks, and pumping gas at the local gas station. And yes, they did used to pay people to pump gas for you when you pulled into the station. I spent a lot of time thinking what I could share with you today and what would help you as you move forward with your careers. As I thought about that, a couple of thoughts came to the front of my mind. First, I decided that you are probably smarter than me. You certainly know more about technology than I do. And more than likely, you're better prepared than I was at your age for what lies ahead. So as I pondered the decision on what to talk about, the only thing I felt like I might have that you don't have yet is experience. I've learned a lot of things in my career over the years and things I thought I could share with you. And the truth is that you learn the most from your experiences. You have knowledge today, but you will become proficient in the use of that knowledge as you gain experience. And all you can do is go forward and figure out how to do that, and you'll learn as you go along the way. So I took some time and I wrote down 25 things I can share with you about my experience. I'm just kidding, I've only got 3 I want to go through. And the first of those is change. And I can tell you when it comes to change, you better learn to accept it because you can't stop it. And change comes in many forms. It can be in the form of technology. It might be personal change in your life, or it could be in the environment you work in that you live in. As I thought about this, I thought about personal computers, high definition TV, iPads, iPhones, the internet, daughters, sons-in-law, and grandkids. I didn't have any of those when I graduated from college 40 years ago. So I don't know what's ahead for you, but I can tell you it's going to really be fun to see what happens, but rarely can you control the change. I remember talking to my son-in-law as we were expecting our first grandchild, and he came from a family of boys, all boys in the family, and it was getting close to time for my daughter to have the first child, and they knew it was going to be a girl. And I could tell he was really anxious. He was struggling, trying to figure out, what's going on, what do I do? And I asked him one afternoon, I said, "You look like you're really upset." I said, why are you so concerned? He said, I got to thinking about it, and I don't know anything about raising girls. And I had to remind him that he didn't know anything about raising boys. I said, just because you were raised doesn't mean you know how to do it. So he had to adapt to that change, and whether he wanted to or not, that change was coming. He's done a great job. He's learned how to do it. He's got a great daughter and also got a great son that he thought he knew how to raise, but he's learning now as he gets to be about 10 or 11. Maybe he doesn't know everything, so he's getting some new experience that he can pass on when the time comes. So I would tell you that change can be both challenging and fun. If you embrace it, life will be a lot easier. And I know what I've seen in my lifetime has changed, and I can only imagine what you're going to see in the next 40 to 50 years. The second thing I'd like to touch on is leadership. And when I think about leadership, I'm not just thinking about how you operate where you're in charge of a group or an organization or a company. I like to think more about personal leadership. And to me, personal leadership means you're taking responsibility for your actions and your assignments. And that is something that you can control. You've learned a lot already from your parents, your friends, coaches, teachers, and bosses if you've had those. But now you must make your own decisions about how you plan to lead and take control of your future. That will be in your hands. I've developed my leadership style by watching others. seeing what worked and what didn't work. But one thing I can tell you for sure, you have got to learn to work with others. A couple of points on that. You have to learn how to disagree, but not be disagreeable. Now, I know that sounds strange, but you got to learn how to disagree, but not be disagreeable. You're going to find yourself in a lot of debates, discussions. Sometimes it'll borderline on an argument. You got to figure out a way to express your opinion and share your ideas, try to convince other people, but you've also got to listen to other people, to understand they're both sides to every issue, and then try to find a solution. And no matter how much discussion you get into, no matter how much the parties disagree as they go through that discussion, at the end of the day, you've got to be able to walk away and respect the other person. I know this was something I learned about halfway during my career because I testify a lot at the Public Service Commission in Columbia on different rate matters for our company. And there would be people that would come in that would oppose us. And when I initially started testifying, I was very angry sometimes at these people. I'm like, why don't they see my position? Why don't they understand why we're trying to do this? Why do they argue with us? As I got to know those people, because some of them I've known now for almost 30 years, they just have a different view. That doesn't mean it's a wrong view, it's just a different view. And now some of my biggest opponents are some of my closest friends, and I spend a lot of time with them talking about different matters, not usually those things we get into the heated discussions with, but I respect them, and that's something I've learned to do in my career. I would hope you would learn to do that earlier than I did. Learn how to be a problem solver, not an obstacle. Unfortunately, problems are just about every corner you turn. There's always something that seems to be in your way. You rarely get that smooth path all the way to where you're trying to go. There's a problem that comes up, and you've got to figure out how to solve that problem. And I say figure out how to solve it, because if you're not solving it, you're an obstacle, and that will not help you be successful. So working with others will help you do that. I often tell developing leaders in my company that leaders build teams, not silos. You got to learn to work with each other. You can rarely accomplish anything on your own. You got to find a teammate or a group of people that can help you accomplish your objectives and be able to convince them by not being disagreeable to your point of view, and hopefully you can find consensus and move forward. I read a passage recently from a gentleman named Jonathan Scott that I think described it best. It says, "We are not self-sufficient. We are designed to rely on one another to create together what we cannot create individually." I want to say that again because I really believe this. We are not self-sufficient. We are designed to rely on one another to create together what we cannot create individually. If you'll remember that in most every circumstance in life, you can find a solution, because at the end of the day, you'll never be alone. And it's when you're alone and you don't have people around you, you find yourself in the most depths of depression, and the biggest challenges seem to get bigger. But if you have people around you, you can always find a solution to the problem. The last thing I want to touch on is values. And this covers a lot of different fronts, but I think values to me may be the most important thing about how you go about living your life, because they will determine how you go about living your life, your behavior towards others, and the way you find solutions to life's problems. You can be successful by following the rules. The trail of disaster is just littered with people that thought they could find a shortcut by not following the rules. So I can tell you today from my experience, you can be successful by following the rules. Aligning yourselves with people and organizations that consistently demonstrate high values will make your path forward a lot more fun and certainly a lot more successful. But today I want you to focus on how you treat people, and more importantly, your coworkers. In your lifetime, you will work with many, many people, and I can assure you they will all be different. They will come from different backgrounds, different countries, and have different skills. And the way you treat and accept people will be critical to your long-term success. I know I give the example many times of growing up in what I thought was an average family. And before I really got out into the world and started making a lot of friends, I thought, my family was perfect. My family was the best. As I started to reach out and meet other families, I began to think that, maybe my family wasn't perfect. And then as I got to college and met different people, I realized that likely there were some people in my family that were crazy. Okay? And then by the time you get to be 30, you understand that most people are crazy. All right? So the sooner you realize that, the better off you'll be, and that's okay, because we're all different. And that's what diversity is about. If we were all the same and did all the same actions every day, if we had all the same degree, life would not be fun. Engineers are different from accountants and teachers and professors. All the different people we know in the world bring something to the table that we've got to learn to bring together to make life better. So I would tell you, accept personalities, accept diversity, but do not compromise on your values. The piece of values that's the most important to me is what I think is best in succeeding in life, and that is you must treat people fairly and you must treat them with respect. And you have to know the difference between authority and respect. Now, I've got an example I'd like to walk through with you because it's one I've used for many years, and I think it's pretty clear. I've always tried to find some clear examples that could leave an impression. So if you forget everything else I said today, I hope you'll remember this one, because treating people with respect is so important. And this is my example of the difference between a Frisbee and a rubber ball. Everybody knows what those are, I'm pretty sure. And I put people in one of those two categories. I tell people you're either a Frisbee or you're a rubber ball. Now, I'm not going to ask you to stand or point if you recognize some of these people as I go through this explanation. Everybody knows what a Frisbee looks like. It's nice. Sometimes it's got a design on the top, but it's really sleek on the top. And people put logos on there, and it can be a lot of fun. And if you're a Frisbee, you know, you look great to people that are looking from the top down at you because you spend all your time trying to please the people at the top. And you don't care about the people on the side or the people underneath. So if you look underneath the Frisbee, it might not be as pretty. It's kind of hollow. There's nothing down there. People don't spend a lot of time looking at the bottom side of the Frisbee. So you might be one of those people that spends a lot of time trying to be nice to the people above you, but you don't give the people below you the same kind of respect that they deserve, because you don't think they can do anything for you. But I would tell you, they're the people that probably do the most for you, and you don't even realize it most of the time. I've got almost 6,000 people in my organization, and I have to sign our annual report every year, which gives me a great deal of personal liability. And people ask me, how do you do that? And it says, because I trust the 6,000 people working for me and in my organization. I shouldn't say for me, I should say with me, because I try to get to know as many of those as I can, because the newest person is just as important as the person that's been there 40 or 45 years. So let's talk about the rubber ball. I want you to think about the simplest, just a plain red rubber ball. It looks the same on every side. That's the way you should treat people. I don't care if they're above you, beside you, or a lower place in the organization. Everybody deserves the same level of respect. It should not be different. Now, there's a difference between authority and respect. We have authority in an organization to help us make decisions in an organized fashion, but respect has no level. Everybody deserves that same level of respect. If you think about it, that Frisbee, you can take it, I could take one now and I could toss it across the room and it would soar, but sooner or later it's going to hit the ground. And if you're a Frisbee and you hit the ground, more than likely, nobody's going to pick you up. You're going to stay there. But think about that rubber ball. If you're a rubber ball and you're doing something and you make a mistake, and everybody makes mistakes, you're going to make plenty of them. Just learn from them. But when you make a mistake and you drop the ball, what's going to happen? That ball's going to bounce back. Somebody's going to pick it up, and you're going to be able to continue. So never forget the difference between authority and respect. So let me close today and just say that you will learn a tremendous amount from your experiences. There is no app you can download to your phone. It'll give you the answers to all of your problems you're going to run into. Nothing is better than solving a problem than using your brain. And I know you have one because you're college graduates. So take the knowledge you've got, use it to the best of your ability. And the final thing I'll tell you is the only way to get through life is to live it. So live it to the best of your ability. Do it with honor. Do it with respect. And I think you'll be great. And I look forward to coming back in 40 years and seeing one of you up here and sharing your life experiences and to see how much different that will be. So congratulations to all of you, your families, and the faculty and staff for a job well done. Thank you.
Thank you, Kevin. It's a pleasure to have you with us today. Your words were powerful, and I'm certain that our students will benefit from your message. I have several special presentations to make today, beginning with the Thayer Award. The family of Henry D. Thayer gives an award at each commencement to the student graduating with the highest grade point average. I would like to recognize 5 students who are finalists this year. When I call your name, would you please stand and be recognized? Shelby Brandt, Bachelor of Science in Biology. Miranda Cox, Bachelor of Science in Elementary Education. Kaylee Findley, Bachelor of Science in Elementary Education. Michael Harris, Bachelor of Science in Political Science. And Sarah Snowden, Bachelor of Science in Biology. The recipient will be selected when the final grades have been posted. Congratulations. I commend you all. Please be seated. It is my pleasure to acknowledge 2 young faculty members who were selected by their peers to be recognized for outstanding teaching and scholarship. This year, the recipient of the Young Faculty Teaching Award is from the College of Business, and the recipient of this year's Young Faculty Scholarship Award is from the College of Science and Mathematics, Dr. Joshua Brooks and Dr. Deanna Dulac. Dr. Dulac is not present today. Dr. Brooks, would you please stand and be recognized? Let's give them both a big hand. Now I will present the Moore Award, which is sponsored by the Honors College and rewards outstanding efforts in the classroom by faculty who teach general education courses. This year, the recipient of the Moore Award is from the Department of Biology. Elizabeth McDonald, would you stand and be recognized, please? And now the Lander Foundation Distinguished Professor Award. This award is granted to a professor who has contributed significantly to the Lander community. This year's recipient is Ms. Gina Dunn, Assistant Professor in Mathematics. Ms. Dunn, please stand and be recognized. We have 4 commissioned Army officers who will be graduating this morning. When I call your name, would you please stand and remain standing so that we may recognize each of you for your service to our country. Michael Harris, Ahmad Keys, Coleman Merck, Lawrence Williams. Lander is proud of him. I would now like to recognize any of our faculty, staff, students, or guests who are serving or have served in our military. Would you please stand so that we can recognize you and thank you for your service. Please be seated. Thank you. And now, students, I know how excited you are. Let us get started with the conferral of degrees. One of the characteristics of Lander University is the dignity and the respect that it affords to each student, faculty member, and staff member. This commencement ceremony is a time of celebration. A celebration and a ceremony, but a ceremony with dignity. So as each of you students cross the stage, polite applause is appropriate. I call upon Dr. David Mash, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, to come forward and present the academic notations and the candidates for degrees.
Today, we will recognize candidates for graduation at both the graduate and the undergraduate levels. In addition to recognizing baccalaureate candidates with the honors cum laude, magna cum laude, and summa cum laude, the Golden L Award is presented during the graduation ceremony to students who have earned a cumulative grade point average of at least 3.50 in the last 60 hours of instruction through Lander University. Students who have successfully completed the Honors College curriculum will be recognized. These students completed a variety of honors courses with high grades and completed a major challenge, such as study abroad or a high-level internship. Graduates receiving the Golden Eye Award will also be honored. Eye Award recipients have completed 120 unique credits in either internships, cooperative education, study abroad, or service learning. In addition to announced honors, some graduates have been approved to wear cords, which signify a nationally recognized academic honor. Mr. President, we are now prepared to recognize the candidates for graduate and undergraduate degrees by their academic colleges and schools. I hereby certify that each candidate will have completed the required course of study and each has been approved by faculty in their appropriate disciplines. Ladies and gentlemen, candidates graduating in absentia are listed in the program, but will not be read.
I invite the chairman of our board, Mr. Jack Lawrence, and university registrar, Ms. Kelly Proctor, to come forward and assist with the candidate presentations. At this time, I call upon Dr. Lillian Creighton, director of the Honors College, to come forward and present the candidates for degrees.
Mr. President, I have the honor of presenting these candidates from the Honors College for their respective Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Science degrees.
The candidates for undergraduate degrees from the Honors College. Tanae M. Adams, Golden L. Mia Elizabeth Brown. Stephanie Amber Conley, magna cum laude and Golden L. Miranda Nicole Cox, summa cum laude and Golden L. Rosana Isabel Cubion Romero, summa cum laude. Shauna Bailey Fletcher, cum laude and Golden L. Brittany Janae Ford, magna cum laude and Golden L. Haley Nicole Gibson. Michael Luther Harris, summa cum laude and Golden L. Michael Austin Norris. Molly Catherine Ott, summa cum laude and Golden L. Lauren Ivy Sechrist, magna cum laude and Golden L. Sarah Elizabeth Snowden, summa cum laude and Golden L.
At this time, I call upon Dr. Renee Love, Dean of the College of Arts and Humanities, to come forward and present the candidates for degrees.
Mr. President, I have the honor of presenting these candidates from the College of Arts and Humanities for their respective degrees, a Bachelor's of Arts or Bachelor of Science degrees.
The candidates for undergraduate degrees from the College of Arts and Humanities: Frank F. Davis. Adam Scott Hoffman, Golden L. Kendra Overholt LaGreca, magna cum laude. Nathaniel Collins Legrone, magna cum laude and Golden L. Caitlin Dawn Utz. Maria Amanda Reed. Samuel McMillan Robertson, Golden L. Danielle LeKay Stone. James Mills Dorn. Kristen Renee Smith, Golden L. Paul Vincent Arslanian. Rebecca Marley Adams, cum laude and Golden L. Ryan James Ball. Daryl Stanford Butler. Hunter Mike Calder, Golden L. Destiny L. Clyde, Golden L. Corey Blake Duncan. Last name? Zachary J. Jakeski. Jeffrey Reed Gray, magna cum laude and Golden L. Lawrence Harper Greer. Rustica Lynn Hahn. Marcus Allen Johnson. Ahmad Rashad Keys. Lakisa McDonald, Golden L. Teller Jasmine McManus, cum laude and Golden L. Pamela Ann Mitchell. Amanda Caroline Purvis, magna cum laude and Golden L. Kristen Marie Stammer. Justina Claudine Teal. Ariel S. Wiggins. Lawrence Albert Williams, Golden L. Kelsey Sierra Woods. Manira Deshay Wright. Matthew Allen Bratton. Kimberly Marie Bonnell. Brandon Lee Hooven. Francesca Shaniqua Kills. Michael Joseph Waltman. Savannah S. Weidman. Kristen Ray Bennett, Golden L. Olivia Miranda Bolt, summa cum laude, and Golden L. Sydney Lynn Conley. Preston Brock Dunning. Liza Nicole Dwyer. Brianna Marie Ely. Anna Elizabeth Earls. Kayla Marie Frost, magna cum laude and Golden L. Javan Ezekiel Mundrell Hall. Luke Thomas Howell. Elizabeth Lee Johnston. Latacia N. Lemons. Lauren Ramey Locke, magna cum laude and golden L. Rashad James Pippins. Olivia Grace Williamson, golden L.
At this time, I call upon Dr. Robert Barrett, Dean of the College of Business, to come forward and present the candidates for degrees.
Mr. President, I have the honor of presenting these candidates from the College of Business for their respective Bachelor of Science degrees.
The candidates for undergraduate degrees from the College of Business: Jordan James Ainley. Jennifer Emisel. Jasmine Janice Nicole Azim, cum laude and golden L. Alyssa Marie Black. Justine Lene Blyden. Juan Pablo Bolanos. Bryson Hunter Balknight, golden L. Erica Ann Bradbury, magna cum laude and golden L. Kayla Leanne Brewer. Brooke Ashley Campbell. Victoria Nicole Carter. Tinsley Shade Christopher, summa cum laude and golden L.
So my name's Amanda June Cunningham. I'm Amanda June Klingerman.
Amanda June Klingerman. Haley Elizabeth Conrad. Shanique M. Cooper. Hillary Elizabeth Corsi. Abby Renee Deal. Chase E. Driver. Brianne M. Fortune. Elizabeth Ann Fulmer. Ryan Curtis Griffin. Deja LaFrancis Harris. Shakima M. Jackson. Brianna Kiadre Jones. Blair Leanne Manley. Autumn Alexis McCrory, magna cum laude and golden L. Loic Minery. Haley Abigail Knobs. Amber Marie Opal, cum laude and golden L. Michael Pospisil, cum laude and golden L. Yushun Quintin, cum laude and golden L. Thomas Alexander Silen, cum laude and golden L. Dimitri Terrell Smith. Caitlin Alyssa Smith. Matthew Colin Smith. Louise Angel Threadgill. Jessica Janae Turner. Kathleen Adele Watts. Rachel S. Webster. Michaela Darlin Weeks, golden L. Michelle Selig Weeks, magna cum laude and golden L. Jolie Brett Young. Shaquem Aquan Coleman. Brittany Michelle McLean. Susanna Bailey Nunemaker. Dylan Allen Stiefel.
At this time, I call upon Dr. Judith Neufeld, Dean of the College of Education, to come forward and present the candidates for degrees.
Mr. President, I have the honor of presenting these candidates from the College of Education for their respective Master of Education and Master of Science degrees.
The candidates for graduate degrees from the College of Education. Cara Beth Brackens. Ashley N. Cleott. Claudia John. Carly Powell. Lori Michelle Shannon. Tracy C. Clifton. The candidates,
Mr. President, I now have the honor of presenting these candidates from the College of Education for their respective Bachelor of Science degrees.
The candidates for undergraduate degrees from the College of Education. Anna Danielle Ballou, cum laude and golden L. Catherine Lee Bachman, cum laude and golden L. Katie Thomason Bowie. Emily Catherine Conniff, magna cum laude and golden L. Letitia Charisse DeWalt, golden L. Kaylee Jo Fowler, summa cum laude and golden L. Joe Lorian Jabert, cum laude and golden L. Amanda Dawn Gooch, cum laude and golden L. Leah Grace Jaffe, Golden L. Alexis Miche Jenkins. Sarah Jeannie Miller, cum laude and Golden L. Kendall Mary Marie Romaine. Janicia Rochelle Sampson, Golden L. Krista J. Snipes. Kristen Lee Spires, magna cum laude and Golden L. Aaron Smith Wilburn, Golden L. Chinglei Yu, Golden L. Shina Ebony Crochet Brown. Elizabeth Page Cook, Golden L. Brianna Michelle Evans, Golden L. Kaylee Waits Findley, summa cum laude and Golden L. Amanda Kiara Hunter, Golden L. Emily Marie Morosic, cum laude and Golden L. Elizabeth Michelle Martin, Golden L. Mary Elizabeth Pullen, Golden L. Richard Garvin Sadler.
Hey, you look good, boy.
Mary Kelly Thomas, Golden L. Thomas Cade Abrams. Kiera Michelle Armstrong. Kayla Combs, summa cum laude and Golden L. Shanita. Frederica Shanita Cummingham. Farah Michelle Farhan. Janice DeAndrea Gillespie. Brittany Ariel Nellums. Amanda Lee Newman, summa cum laude and Golden L. Ana Paulina Nunez. Ian Martin Rosas. Marquis Kente Simpson. That was a first. Aaron Finley Smith, cum laude. Paul Douglas Smith III. Shanitria Renee Sutton. Taylor Sharina Williams. Kaylee Kashana Wilson. Laura Avery Blanton. Erica Nicole Deskins. Brooke L. Rhodes. Chandler Bradley Deloach, Golden L. Mark Hopper. Joshua Keith McDonald. Kyle John Johnson. Coleman E. Merck. Christina Ariel Pulley. Evan Allen Rosenbrock. Alexander Gant Tomlinson. Seth W. Walden. Lakita Mache Allen. Alexis Catherine Betancourt. Nicolette Caitlin Bright. Hannah Blair Bryant. Orlandria Rajneesh Finkley. Jaylyn Alicia Monet Fawcett. Demay Demia Jumari Garrison. Davis Alexandra Hatfield. Rebecca K. Holbert. Ivanka Močić, Golden L. Allie Elizabeth Moore, Golden L. Haley Jo Russell. Morgan Ashley Thomas. Ariel Rebecca West, Golden L. Hannah Lynn Wilkerson. Destiny Shalise Woodard, Golden L. Kinshasha Danae Brown. Anna J. Campbell. And the student who cannot be with us here today, Shayna Eve Ford. Darius Napoleon Gibson. Harriet Jessica Remoleo Greenhoe. Travis T. Mills. Clatavius R. Mitchell. Shaniqua Michelle Patton. Lace Adriana Red. Satana Ray Robinson. Kelly Brooks Sanders. Purity Rashay Thompson. Kayla Sharnique Humans. Samantha Alexandria Zanis. Mackenzie Van Alstyne Boyd. Catherine Ashley Carroll, summa cum laude and golden L. Kendall Nicole Davis. Maggie E. Garland, magna cum laude and golden L. Emily Hannah James, golden L. Chelsea Love Kelly. Melanie Brianna Lowe. Will Patrick Myers, golden L. Kaylee Elizabeth Phillips. Hannah Brooke Shealy. Alexandra P. Walker, cum laude and golden L. Isabel Chica Whaley.
At this time, I call upon Dr. Holisa Wharton, Dean of the William Preston Turner School of Nursing, to come forward and present the candidates for the degrees.
Mr. President, I have the honor of presenting these candidates from the William Preston Turner School of Nursing for their respective Bachelor of Science degrees.
The candidates for undergraduate degrees from the William Preston Turner School of Nursing. Taylor Ashley Ayers. Selena Andrea Bell. Caitlin Elizabeth Woolware. Mackenzie R. Conlog, cum laude and golden L. Brianna Nicole Deans. Jennifer A. Frazier. Shakita Rochelle Harris. Carly Jerry-Ann Churchwell Hyatt. Corinne Alexi Jackson. Kristen Marie Jeffers. Victoria Whitney McCall. Sumner Reagan Sorrow. Hannah Elizabeth Strong. Jessica Renee Trotter. Mackenzie Shea White.
At this time, I call upon Dr. David Slimmer, Dean of the College of Science and Mathematics, to come forward and present the candidates for degrees.
Mr. President, I have the honor of presenting these candidates from the College of Science and Mathematics for their respective Bachelor of Science degrees.
The candidates for undergraduate degrees from the College of Science and Mathematics: Taylor Nicole Badley. Kelsey Elena Barrett, magna cum laude and Golden L. Shelby Sean Afon Brandt, summa cum laude and Golden L. Candidates for graduate and undergraduate degrees, please stand. Relay that. We continue science and math. Melissa Ashley Cox. Caleb Dalton Hagan. Philip Michael Jones. Jessica Lynn Palumbo. Anna Elizabeth Reeps. Kathleen Elizabeth Schwartz, summa cum laude and Golden L. Christine Scott Bechet. Kendrick Gerard Kennard. Raj Piyush Patel. Anna Paisley Ballinger. Sean Robert Vanels. Paul Michael Cunin, magna cum laude. Samantha Nicole Langley. Cameron Victor Mangrum. Colby Allen Turner. Blake Cameron Boland. William Preston Kunkel III. Wesley Ryan Clark, magna cum laude and golden hour. Carter John Varelli. And now, candidates for graduate and undergraduate degrees, please stand.
You're going to have to do that again.
Mr. President, I present the candidates for their degrees.
I call upon the faculty to stand in concurrence of awarding the respective Master of Education, Master of Science, Bachelor of Arts, or Bachelor of Science degrees. I call upon the Board of Trustees to stand in authority. With the concurrence of the faculty and the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer the respective Master of Education, Master of Science, Bachelor of Arts, and Bachelor of Science degrees with all of the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Baccalaureate graduates, will you please move your cap tassels from the right to the left side? Please be seated. I now call upon Deborah Hodges Miller, President of the Lander University Alumni Association, to come forward to meet the new alumni.
Congratulations, class of 2017. As president of the Alumni Association, I want to welcome each of you to the bright future that awaits you in your chosen fields. In the days and years to come, you will realize, as I did, what a privilege it was to receive an education at Lander University. I'm excited about the future of Lander and hope that you will share in this enthusiasm by continuing to support Lander with your time and your resources. You will soon be receiving a gift from the Alumni Association, as well as information regarding the many services that we offer through the Alumni Office. I ask you to please be active in the Alumni Association and help Lander to continue to grow and prosper, so you will always be proud of the university from which you graduated. Again, congratulations and welcome to the Lander alumni family.
Thank you, Ms. Hodges Miller. Before we adjourn, I ask all those who hold degrees from Lander University, including our most recent graduates, to please stand. And now, will the faculty and staff and the Board of Trustees please stand? Graduates, I invite you to join me in acknowledging those who have worked with you over the years to help you reach your goals while you were at Lander University. And now, would the family and friends of our students please stand? Thank you for the support and encouragement that you've given to our graduates during their years of study. And now Brandon Hooven will lead us in the first stanza of our alma mater, and Justine Blyden will deliver the invocation. The audience is asked to remain standing for the recessional. Graduates and their families are invited to a reception at the Lander Fountain at the conclusion of the recessional.
Won't you please pray with me one last time? Oh Lord, we thank you for this time of celebration. We ask that as we leave this place, our hearts will be filled with not the burden of sadness, but will be filled with joy and gratefulness. Thank you, Lord, for the wisdom gained in our years of higher education, remembering that wisdom from above is first pure, then peaceable, gentle, open to reason, full of mercy and good fruits, impartial and sincere. A harvest of righteousness is sown in peace by those who make peace. Help us to be advocates of love, peace, gentleness, and patience, learning from our past while looking towards our bright futures. God, as we go out and go ahead of us, making yourself known to us and lighting the steps in our path. May the banner over our lives reflect the character of our hearts. O Lord, let us give thanks to you forever for all the things you've done. Amen.